Spring is more than just a season. It's an aesthetic, a theme, and a philosophy, all seen extensively in Nintendo games. From the beauty of impermanence expressed in Animal Crossing, the reawakening and rebirth of nature in the Legend of Zelda series, the cycle of nature in Pikmin, and the gradual self-improvement in Wii Fit, Nintendo games are filled with important themes originating from Japanese culture. These recurring themes, aesthetics, and symbols, all stemming from the essence of spring, help enhance these beloved games into timeless works of art. Mono no Aore is a Japanese concept of the awareness and appreciation of the impermanence in life. It teaches to respect and appreciate the passing of fleeting moments. Mono no Aore, which literally translates to the pathos of things, is influenced by Shinto ideas, especially those of respecting the beauty of nature. The cherry blossom tree is one of the most prominent symbols from Mono no Aore, because there is beauty in the briefness of the cherry blossom season. Their fleeting nature makes them more beautiful. Mono no Aore is seen heavily in Animal Crossing. Animal Crossing teaches you to appreciate the world with gratitude, because nothing lasts forever. Cherry blossom season only lasts for about a week. Sharks and cicadas leave when summer has passed. Even villagers come and go. In New Leaf, Marina, who is one of my favorite villagers, moved from my town unannounced. I was sad, but she finally gave me her photo as a thank you gift after she moved. Instead of feeling sad, I felt closure to Marina's stay in my town. I accepted her move, and I understood that in her moving, her purpose in my town was complete. Although she's just pixels on a screen, she made me understand that I'm not in charge, that I need to appreciate every moment before it passes. It's the little things, like Marina giving me her photo, that make you appreciate the fleeting moments in life. On the surface, Animal Crossing is a cute little life sim, but when you dig deeper, it's an art that teaches you to find the beauty in the impermanence of life. It teaches you to be content. It makes you appreciate every rainy day, every flower, every blade of grass. The way all of this is experienced is through uninteresting, mundane, normal life and tasks. This is known as slice of life, a genre very common in anime, where rather than focusing on something extraordinary or fantastical, the intrigue and emotion comes from the characters' relationships with one another, living their daily, boring lives. Animal Crossing uses slice of life to immerse you in a mundane world, like our own. There, we have no choice but to accept inevitable change and appreciate the unforgiving pace of time. Reawakening tends to be a very prominent theme in Zelda games, being that almost every single Zelda game opens with Link literally waking up. Zelda games often take place in a world where magic sleeps and Hyrule lives in bliss. Eventually, evil awakens and slowly creeps into shadows until it poses a threat. When the world is finally in danger, Link awakens. But Link and Ganon aren't the only ones awakening. Along Link's journey, he awakens the ancient sleeping world around him by pulling the Master Sword from its slumber, bringing spring to the mountains, and unfreezing Hyrule Castle. Freeing trapped or regretful spirits is another reoccurring trope tied to reawakening, like when Link frees the spirits of the champions from the divine beasts, or when Link heals the troubled souls of Termina. Another common trope is the awakening of sages. Throughout Link's quest, his allies often awaken as sages and discover a greater purpose in their lives. Cuckoos are also recurring in The Legend of Zelda, almost always in Kakariko Village, marking the dawn of the new day with their signature call, a strong symbol of reawakening and rebirth. Breath of the Wild exhibits these themes the most out of any Zelda game, even Link's Awakening. In Breath of the Wild, Link hibernates for over 100 years, and after his reawakening, he discovers a version of Hyrule that is overgrown in nature, and only the echoes of a once thriving civilization are seen. The classic scene where Link emerges from his slumber and takes in the nature of Hyrule is very reminiscent of the revival of nature after a long winter. The re-emergence of the Sheikah technology also further shows the themes of reawakening, instituting the theme that Link serves as a herald to awaken the magic and technology that slumbered within the forgotten land of Hyrule. The gameplay in Breath of the Wild is very nature-oriented, focusing on survival, foraging, and improvisation. To fully master Breath of the Wild, you need to harness the nature of Hyrule, what each herb can do when cooked, how each outfit can shield you from the elements, and how you can use your environment to your advantage. In Breath of the Wild, the Silent Princess flower symbolizes Zelda. During your adventure, while Zelda is in danger, they are very rare and scarce. Once you defeat Ganon and save Zelda, silent princesses are seen to have reawakened all over Hyrule. With modern Zelda's strong connection to nature, Shinto themes help shape the gameplay and aesthetics. Shinto themes of natural things having spirit, respect for nature, and the cycle of life have always played a role in the Legend of Zelda series. The Great Deku Tree being the guardian deity of Kokiri Forest, Koroks being forest spirits, and even Gorons being sentient rocks, all reflect Shinto beliefs. In the open-air Zelda games, Shinto themes are very centralized, with the overall terrain of Hyrule being inspired by Japan, Kakariko Village resembling a Japanese mountain village, Blupes and the Lord of the Mountain being mythical fairy spirits, the cherry blossom tree shrines, Korok puzzle statues, and so many more that help create a natural and spiritual aesthetic. Much like almost every Zelda game, the open-air Zelda games are inspired by Studio Ghibli movies, which also feature Shinto elements, similar to Zelda's forest spirits and the connection between people and nature. The cycle of nature is also explored in Zelda games, with the same triad of the hero, princess, and villain being reincarnated over and over again, and each time reawakening in the next generation. Pikmin games are very unique by directly emphasizing Dandori, a Japanese concept that means to strategically organize tasks as efficiently as possible in order to achieve a greater goal. This concept is especially explored in Pikmin 4, with the mandatory Dandori battles in order to progress within the game's story. Not only do the lives of Pikmin symbolize the renewal of nature of spring by growing from the earth, but they also represent the cycle of nature emphasized by Shintoism by their deaths and revival from the earth. When Shigeru Miyamoto was relaxing outside, he observed a trail of ants carrying leaves back to their nest, and he wondered what a video game would be like if little people followed a leader to achieve a greater goal. Every Pikmin in your Pikmin army serves a purpose. They are grown from the earth, slave tirelessly to follow their leader, and achieve their goals in harmony with the other Pikmin. Shushin Koyo is a Japanese concept of being loyal to one's company, sometimes through lifetime employment, which is seen in Japan's strict work ethic. The Pikmin in the Pikmin games follow this concept by loyally working with you until their deaths. Kaizen is a Japanese philosophy that means making small improvements to reach a greater goal. In Pikmin games, each Pikmin is ordered to perform a small action, which when combined with tens of other Pikmin working together and your strategic ordering of multiple groups of Pikmin, a larger goal of survival is achieved. But although they are useful, Pikmin eventually die and are replaced by new Pikmin, expressing Shinto themes of nature's balanced cycle. The theme of gardening is also prominent in the Pikmin games, showing not only the connection to spring and nature, but the slice of life aspect of mundane routines, watering your garden daily until you've earned a fruit. The race against the clock mechanic in Pikmin games further creates a feeling of inevitability and urgency, teaching you the valuable skills of how to perform strategic tasks under pressure. Many Wii games like Wii Sports Resort and especially Wii Fit play into the Kaizen philosophy by encouraging you to take one small step every day in order to slowly progress and achieve your goals. Wii Fit is a calming Zen experience which through minigames such as Lotus Focus, Tightrope Tension, Step, and many more, focuses on patience, precision, and consistency until you've achieved your goals. Even games like Nintendog stem from the concepts of slice of life and Kaizen, being a mundane life simulator. With enough patience and effort, you can train your dog to take longer walks, learn more tricks, and be more agile. These spring and Japanese ideals don't exclusively appear in Nintendo's more sophisticated titles. Games like Mario, which are purely made to be fun, have the occasional Japanese-themed level or optional story with themes of loss, healing, and the cyclical nature of life. Even Splatoon, an online team-based shooter, takes place entirely in a Japanese city, inspired by the Shibuya crossing in Tokyo. And the hominid sea creatures are heavily inspired by Japanese cuisine. Even Metroid Dread has cherry blossom trees, symbolizing a fresh start in Samus's journey. Nintendo games have a special spark in them. They're not simply a vessel to tell a story or shove an idea down the player's throat. Nintendo games hide the philosophies and beliefs behind greater themes, all which immerse a player in a human experience. That's why Nintendo games are more than just games. They invite us to think, reflect, grow, and find meaning in immersive worlds that will stick with us forever.